Here we go again. Alright, so the start of the stream is always kind of awkward because I have no idea what to say. Let's start with what this is about. So, as the title says, I'm arranging a piece from Irisu Syndrome for 8-bit, as requested by Alfred Pros, also known as the guy who made this, I guess now. Well, since Mandy Better Zero, one of my favorite Let's Players, played this game, I can kind of say that I know someone who's a semi-famous visual novel developer, even though this is their first visual novel, I believe. Anyhow, there's one part in the game where there's like a RPG maker section where you walk through a cave, and they requested me to make a 8-bit arrangement of Zero Communication from Irisu Syndrome for like this cave part. So that's what I'm gonna stream, since I need some like content on my channel for once. I guess it's kind of picking up since I'm now able to, like, since I have more time now, since the semester is pretty much over, though I have to write quite a few papers. But it's something. Oh yeah, and you can download the game over here. There's gonna be a new update. I believe it's the 2.0 update, isn't it? Let me see. Actually, not sure. Well, it's a new update. Anyways, I knew the update is coming, but if you wanna check out the current version, it's on itch.io for free. And Irisu Syndrome, by the way, has really awesome music. So if you've never heard of Irisu Syndrome before, I recommend checking it out. It's creepy, but really awesome. And yeah, the music's great. I have the sheet music here. It's from Flair's sheet music. Over here. There we go. I looked at it, it looked pretty accurate, so I'm gonna go with this for like as the basis for my 8-bit arrangement. But before we do that, let's listen to the piece, at least the first part, the first half. And then it's pretty much the like this whole part again, just with a different accompaniment. Though the ending is different. But what I'm gonna do is take mostly this part. Like I'm gonna take this theme. This da 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 da. I can't actually sing melodies, so I'll take this part. Then yes, the same part again. This part. Oops. That would be part number 2. And then this part. So pretty much the 3 parts before the main melody, or the first part melody starts again. To kind of save time, and I want to make this loopable anyways since it's for a game. So I'm just gonna take these 3 parts and make them into 8-bit. I guess the challenge will be to make it sound appropriate for a cave, since as this is, it's kind of more soothing, and in this part even more exciting, not really creepy or mysterious as you'd expect from a cave. There is an 8-bit arrangement actually of this, but yeah, it doesn't really fit caves. Like, it's too exciting. It even has drums and such, so yeah. It only has 169 views, 96 views. That's not a lot. Underwater and bubbly. But not the good kind of bubbly. I'm drowning and I don't particularly mind kind of bubbly. Oh well. Okay. So that's that. The main window I need is this one. I'm gonna put this on my other screen actually. But then again, wait. Okay, I have to actually whip out my phone to be able to see the chat. Since I need one screen for like this screen for the actual arranging, the left screen for the sheets, and the phone for the chat. Okay, so I'm just gonna somehow try to multitask this. Okay, so I'm using the magical. I thought it was called the Magic. Okay, it's the magical 8-bit plugin. I wanted to use the Super Audio Boy, but it like keeps crashing my Cubase. I am planning to buy the new Contact 6 library or VST, so that should hopefully make it so that Super Audio Boy doesn't crash anymore. Okay, I haven't streamed for so long, I can't even pronounce English anymore. Okay. I wonder if anyone knows this melody. Okay, let's see. I haven't done anything except for loading these in. So first order will be getting some delay on these instruments, since it's a cave. It's gotta have delay on them. That sounds okay. Let me get some room on it as well, some sustain. Actually, do I have a cave preset? Oh well. The church will do. I usually like using the snare preset because it makes it sound really bright. I think this will do. Actually, I should have put these in first before duplicating the tracks. All right. You don't hear anything. Ah, right. I always forget. Dang it. Let me see. Where's the thing? Actually, can't remember what the thing was with which you get the thing, which you can hear the sound. Dang it. Give me like a couple of minutes. I got this. Hopefully. Actually can't remember. I might have to check out my my past stream. Let's see. What have I always used for this? That would sound weird. Then, so I did actually play around. Yeah, I haven't live streamed in forever, so I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. That's Drifto. Wait, no, that's not it. I'm making kawaii bass or something. I bet that stream has it. Ooh, I have a Focusrite. It's C major for me. So yeah. Okay. Let me just open up another project. Let's see. Actually, I think I might have remembered what it's called. I've actually opened up another Cubase. God dang it. What am I doing with my life? What's even happening anymore? I think it was the Voxengo recorder. There we go. I found it. Okay. This took forever, but I got this. Just give me a few hours or years. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah, now. Okay. I think I got this. I hope. Should be able to hear something now. Oh god. Need to get my headphones. There we go. We did it. Okay, now I can hear it. So, let's see. Way too much stuff on my desktop. Like on my physical desktop. Hey Joe. We just started. You came in at the perfect time, right after I finally finished troubleshooting. Okay. Like as always, I forgot to actually put in the thing that lets you hear what I'm doing here in Cubase. Okay. Now I need to pull up the thing. The sheet music. There we go. It's the sheet music in case you're interested. And there's the game by Alfred Prose, which this arrangement is for. In case you're interested as well. Free download. It's free. Get out of here. There we go. Let's see. Okay, that's the melody. Actually, let me get a bit decay on it, so it sounds more bell-like. I think I want to have like some bell sound for, or bell-esque sound for the melody. Wait, not decay, release is the one I need. Okay, it's gonna be not that fast, of course, and it is a K theme after all. Okay, so let me just put in the melody. It's actually arranged here for 16th, so I'm just gonna slow it down. How's the audio balance, by the way? Is my voice loud enough, and is the like desktop sound quiet enough, or the Cubase sound rather? There we go. That's the melody. Oh god. Let me go down to, yeah, 60, about 60 BPM. Now I'm gonna halve them. Okay, let's see, for the chords I actually want to have like a fade in chord that goes in like boo. Okay, that was a terrible impression, but you'll see what I mean. Let's see. Ooh, this one's maybe too low. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? Yeah, kind of like this. I have to extend the notes a bit. Let's see, like 1/16. Maybe I'm gonna move this over here after all. Let me see. I'm gonna do it more like this. Then just over here. Let's see. Nah. Okay, I'm gonna have to get another like percussive instrument in here that signalizes the like one, like not an actual percussion. Like I don't want to have any drums in there since it's not gonna fit the cave theme. But maybe some like Glockenspiel-esque thing. Oof. That's a bit too high. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust it in a bit. Let me put this one octave down like this. Okay, let's see. This needs a bit more delay. Let's see. Can do the sweep. Oh god, sounds weird. Negative. Okay, no sweeping. Let's see. It's gonna be the pluck melody, or pluck in general. It's gonna be the bass. This is gonna be the pluck 2, I guess. Let me try putting them in more regular intervals. Nah. Yeah, this works. You may hear like some weird sounds sometimes. That's just because I'm saving, and 8-bit kind of does weird sounds when the sound is currently playing and I'm doing the saving. Let me turn this up. Okay, I think this sounds pretty good for Arcade so far, because it does sound rather empty. And emptiness is a good thing for Arcade. I think I'm gonna fill this out a bit more, like with full chords. Oops. There we go. Let me actually extend this to a full 16th. Actually, no. Sounds better as 32s. 30 seconds. Oops. Okay, so it actually transitions, like in the original, transitions into the same thing, just with more, like, more accompaniments. Like this, pretty much almost the same as this, minus the transition here. Just with more like stuff going on in the left hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna skip to this part. And let me actually find this part again. Nope. This part. Actually, this is going really fast, so I might extend this a bit later on and not only make these 3 parts. Maybe even like sneak in my own musical ideas. But okay, let's move on to the next part first. I think I'm gonna shift the melody to the triangle wave. It's gonna be triangle. And make this like have like a soothing kind of melody. Let's see. Okay, I will have to turn this up definitely, since it's way too quiet over here, since it was playing the accompaniment. Okay, let's see. Oops. Actually, I might as well hear what it sounds like if I actually fill in the chords. Let's see. What? There we go. No. No. There we go. Nah, there's too much vision, so to speak. Okay, that's the melody. I might actually pitch it up 1 octave. Okay, I lowered some of the higher frequencies so it doesn't like kill your ears. that sounds better. It's a bit more eerie, maybe. Actually, I want to have some more fade in during this part. Actually, maybe just like the starting parts. Like over here. Kind of like a real instrument. Like where you have kind of a small fade in at the beginning, where it starts out quieter and then gets a bit louder as the note goes on. Yeah. Takes a bit too long. Let's see. I think I want to have some pitch bends in there as well. Let me see. Ooh, it's a bit of a heavy pitch bend there. Yeah, it's a bit better. Maybe I won't have any fade-ins here, just at the beginning. Sounds a bit like a dying whale. Actually, I wanna have this go into the F sharp like this. Oh, that's not it, chief. That ain't it. No, doesn't sound that great. Okay, let's do this. And maybe like make them overlap each other. Oh, yeah, okay. Can't have them overlap like that. But yeah, this makes it like, I mainly know this technique from like using real instruments where you want to have them overlap. If you have like a melody that's legato, meaning that the notes are like held right along, so it sounds more realistic. Yeah, that's a dying whale sound for you. Perfect. I think it's perfect. Kind of fits the like, I don't know, makes it sound a bit like I get the mental image of someone being in a cave and with a one of those like radios which you can like talk to people, walkie-talkies, and that walkie-talkie making this sound maybe. Oops. But yeah, let's get to the bass now. I think I'm gonna stick to the original for now for the bass, where it's like these short notes. Actually, I'm gonna loop this part so it's kind of the same as the one before it. Like we have this motive twice, then we have this motive twice. Kind of makes sense. There we go. Phaeton is a bit too strong. Hey Patrick, what's up? Currently doing some nice 8-bit things. Actually, I'm a bit surprised that I've only used like 3 instruments so far. Usually when I make 8-bit stuff, it's at least 4. Guess it's a sign. I was wondering when the next stream would be just yesterday. Yeah, I guess it's like some telepathic thing then. It's you came in at the perfect time. Actually, sister stole my charger again. Oh boy. Well, good thing I don't have any siblings. Alright, I guess the thing is, people with siblings are like, dude, it's kind of nice to have siblings, but it also sucks at the same time. And I'm like, I think I'm pretty alright with not having siblings, since I'm introverted anyways, so I don't know. Maybe I would be more extroverted if I had any siblings actually. Okay, so I was thinking of like listening through this thing again, just to see if I need to improve something in the beginning. But I'm gonna wait until Patrick is back so you can listen to the whole thing. Oops. Oops. I have brothers and we get along really well. Yeah, I think, I guess it depends. Like sometimes people don't get along with their siblings, sometimes they do. Depends on the siblings and the person who has the siblings. I mean, I have a sister and she's always nice to me. I mean, that's perfect, actually. Like, I guess having siblings like that who support you would be actually really awesome. Like, yeah. I guess, yeah, I know someone else who has like she has, at least 5 siblings, maybe more. I actually don't know them by heart, how many there are, but there are. She has a lot of siblings, and she's like, it's awesome to have siblings, that many siblings. And I'm like, oh God, like I would probably struggle to live with like just like maybe 2 at most. Like 2 siblings already sounds like a lot. I have another friend who has like 3 siblings. Like he has an older sibling who seems to be pretty cool, but the 2 younger siblings, like from what I've heard, they can be rather annoying. But yeah. All right. Now that Patrick is here, let's listen through this thing again. So I can make sure that the beginning sounds alright and it fades in well into the second part. Okay, I was too focused on like the delay making this melody part sounding really bad to focus on the transition. Let me actually fix this up first, because holy moly, the delay made it sound like way too overpowering. Let's hope this doesn't crash Cubase. Okay. Got a friend who has 11 siblings. Holy moly. That's pretty brutal. I guess technically my mother has about, actually, let me count. I'm only counting 3 siblings. Bet I'm forgetting some uncle from my mother's side, or like my grandmother's side. I thought she had way more siblings. Can't remember. but there are 4 people, I think. But I think my grandmother has like 5 or so siblings. But they're living like all over Eastern Europe. So let's see. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of the delay. Or like, I actually just have to weaken the delay. Yeah, that's way better. Sounds pretty neat. Seems like it's peaking quite a bit though. Yeah, definitely. It's I could see it over here before. It was peaking pretty heavily. The thing is, like 8-bit, there's always the risk of it being way too loud, which is because it's like a pure waveform usually, which can be way more louder than a like noisy, I guess if you want to call it that, waveform, which isn't as pure as these 8-bit waveforms. So, which is why they're like all at -6 decibel. And especially the magical 8-bit plugin is like way too loud. But yeah, I think it's okay now. I think the biggest problem was the delay. Should maybe turn it up a bit. It's so peaking. Oh, by the way, if you hear like these weird chirp sounds as you just did, it's just because whenever I'm saving and the magical 8-bit plugin is currently like running, like when it's actually playing music or sound, it does this weird chirp whenever I save. Okay, let me actually listen to the transition now. Okay. Yeah, I just remembered. Nier Automata had 8-bit remixes of a lot of the tracks, of a lot of which were great, I assume. Yeah, actually, like I had last semester, I had a seminar, music and video games, and one of the people held a presentation about the music in Nier Automata, and like showed the like 8-bit music or like the differences between the various versions of the music. Like there's, I think, one normal version, one more high action version, and one more even high action version of each piece, plus an 8-bit version of the piece. But yeah, I think this is a great thing, like to have a game where you can make use of like that technique of having different arrangements of the same piece, like a normal, like organic arrangement with normal instruments, so to speak, or organic instruments, and having like a scene where you can have 8-bit music, like a mini game or something like this. which is an 8-bit arrangement of the organic piece, like Nier Automata. Oof, stumbling over my words way more often than usual. Okay, let's get to the third part. I'm gonna have the melody in here next and maybe combine it with the triangle lead. So the next part of the melody is... Oops. There we go. Here. Okay, so this part is next. After that, probably I transition back, or if I have enough time, maybe an original part. Okay, but yeah, let's take care of this first. And I have to admit, about this arrangement, I'm personally not a fan, at least when it comes to piano transcription. Like putting these accidentals on for notes on different like in a different octave when it's in a new bar. Like this is naturally an F sharp because of the like thing in front of here. It's just there in case people forget that it's supposed to be played in F sharp. No, actually, no, it works. Never mind. I was actually mixing things up. I don't like this being the case if it's an instrument not played by one person. Like I oftentimes see this thing. Like here it makes sense because you're playing the F in the left hand, and then in the right hand you might be like, oh yeah, I played an F in the left hand, so I probably need to play an F in the right hand as well. Then accidentally forget that it's a new bar and you have to play an F sharp. But in the case of brass arrangement, for example, I sometimes see this stuff and it's always even confusing, maybe, where like the bass plays F natural, for example, or the tenor. Let's say the bass plays an F natural and then the tenor plays an F as well, or the soprano or alto. Let me de-fumble my words. Okay, the bass plays an F natural with one of those thingies in front of it, and the soprano plays an F sharp. I prefer not having an accidental in front of the F sharp if it's another voice, personally, because the person who plays the soprano voice isn't gonna usually not gonna see the F natural in the bass clef or in the other voices. So yeah, this was a random rant which no one has asked for. So yeah, in this case it makes sense because it's the same person playing this, but I don't like it seeing something like this in arrangements for multiple instruments. Okay, let me actually make music now. Oops. Actually need triplets here. Oops. Okay. There we go. Then I'm gonna have the triangle lead play something similar. Here, like a counter melody, or the same in legato. Always interesting to hear about sheet music tips. Yeah, I guess you'd call it somewhat a tip. The problem with sheet music is always that there's like the thing with like common rules, but there's also the thing like common rules, for example, having these two notes be bound together instead of having a half there, since the 3 here is a like hard time, so to say, or a stressed, like semi-stressed time. Like the 1 is the strong stress time, the 3 is the semi-strong stress time in the 4/4 measure, 4/4 measure, which is why I want to have this thing. But then again, some people don't do this because it's easier to read. Like sometimes you have to break conventions to make things easier to read. Like if you have the same thing in like other voices and you don't want to have like too many notes in one bar, like you can just make this a half to make it easier to read. Like there's some things that are weird. Like I said, traditions versus readability. Yeah, pretty much those two. Like readability is still the most important one. Like sometimes I still remember like when I wanted to have like a certain like let me Google it. Instruction, there we go. I want to have a certain instruction. That was like I think it was play the section with one hand. So I was like, since this is a musical thing, it needs to be in Italian. So I wrote cum ono mano, which is Italian for with one hand, which didn't make sense because it's not an actual thing, I think. Is it? I think I just translated it. Oh, well, we don't need any Pornhub. Let me search. You didn't see nothing. Let me search in Google. No, cum ono mano isn't a actual musical thing, apparently. Yeah. Or cum una mano. But yeah, like if you want people to like play something in a certain way, just write in a way that makes it easy for people to understand it. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to make. Like readability is more important when it's actually sheet music for people who are gonna play the piece, like in this case. But there's also like the variant of having sheet music that's for analyzing music, in which case you wanna arrange it differently again. Like it's different from purpose to purpose. I mean, I'm gonna get demonetized anyways, probably. I don't think the Zero Reception track from Irisu Syndrome is licensed under Gamer. But I mean, like, pretty much every stream I make that gets demonetized. Every stream I stream. But yeah, sheet music is weird stuff. Like, you can have one sheet music making expert do things differently from another sheet music making expert, and both things being pretty much correct in their own way. Okay. I think I actually wanna do this. Okay. Let me set out the bass first. It's an F major. And then E minor. That's just my USB being terrible. Nothing unplugged from your PC. That's just like in previous streams, whenever you hear like this da-da-dum, it's just my USB thing being weird. Ooh, actually I have a better idea. It's quiet. It's an A D. Cube is out of control with copyright claims and things. Yeah, that's true. Guess it's not like Twitch, at least, or maybe it is. Actually, I think there was one instance where a guy like looked through the old version of web pages, and one of the web pages he looked at was a Zelda wiki, which used to be a Zelda like porn site. So he was on it like for 1 second, and then his channel still got shut down. But yeah, nothing was seen on the screen anyways. It was just a Pornhub text. So we're good. If anything, it will at most get I don't know, age restricted. Actually, maybe 6 would work. Let's see. This F sounds weird. Yeah, I think this works. I'm gonna take care of this later. Let me keep working on this in the meanwhile. Okay, what's up with this? There we go. The melody stays mostly the same. It's just my USB again. Sorry. Have you seen Adam Neely's video about Katy Perry copyright lawsuit garbage? Hey Simpson, what's up? Yeah, I have. It's, oh god, it's terrible. Like, I actually tweeted about this. Let me actually get that tweet out because it doesn't have like strictly anything to do about the lawsuit, but it's about the like repercussions, kind of, maybe not the immediate repercussions. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Okay. Actually about the musicologist thing, because maybe I'll be able to, no, never mind. So, rip Alfred. He won't be able to see this. Okay, so yeah, it was like the thing is that the guy who made the lawsuit happen, kind of, thanks Simpson, was a musicologist. So I've seen people be like, dude, musicologists suck, they're just bad, or like music critics who suck, or don't like fake musicians. Like this one was especially interesting. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm a musicologist myself, and I wouldn't say I'm a fake musician. I don't know. People seem to be angry at the profession more than at like thing that he did. Like, he didn't like him being a terrible person who did this for economic gain. Doesn't have anything to do with him being a musicologist. And I mean, most musicologists like will know, or like would be able to tell, like me included, that this lawsuit didn't make any sense at all. Oh, hello, Alfred. I was just ranting about the lawsuit and people being mean to musicologists. So, I mean, might as well educate you about my major while we're here. Like, one day I'm gonna finish that 8-bit remix or 8-bit arrangement. Like, this is my major. Musicology is part music history, part music theory, and part musicology. So, and musicology itself, meaning as in like writing and researching music. Like, not really creating music, but yeah, writing about music. Like, everything related to writing about music, or like every like most books written are about music are oftentimes from musicologists or people who are in part musicologists. Like, there's of course music theory books, which are usually written by music theorists who might be musicologists too. But like books about, I don't know, the like what Bach did, like where he was in the world, like where he got his inspiration, I don't know, where he traveled, Like all of this stuff is things that musicologists write about, or I guess in my case there would be ludomusicology, writing about video game music, or ethnomusicology, writing about in my case traditional Russian music, or maybe Russian popular music if you want to put this into the ethnomusicology thing, though I don't think it fits. I guess popular music musicology is a thing too, pop music studies, there we go, which is writing about popular music, which I also do. So yeah, they aren't really music theorists necessarily. They do have music theory knowledge usually. They do have to. Same with being able to write about music, like music critics, which oftentimes do study musicology as well, if they don't study music journalism. Like they can study music journalism or musicology, or not study any of those and be a music critic. But oftentimes it's musicologists or music journalists who become music critics. And yeah, musicologists don't like deal with just music theory or write music critic stuff. Like they're about uncovering and writing about music, like teaching people about music, like not in the sense of like a teacher necessarily, but in the form of putting what they found in text form and publishing it. So I guess I have one of those things, they in the sense of explaining or unveiling music. When it comes to finding those lost compositions or deciphering and publishing old found sheet music, that's what musicologists oftentimes do. I guess in my case, I wanna one day, hopefully, like if I'm lucky, I hope I am, I might be able to write my bachelor thesis on writing conventions for writing about video game music, which especially in Germany is rather underdeveloped. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I mean, the thing is, musicologists aren't just musicologists. Oftentimes they're like way more. They can be, let's see, I've actually written it somewhere. Like they can be music theorists, they can also be music critics, they can be practical musicians, they can be composers. I mean, here I am making, or arrangers, like I'm arranging my piece, I'm composing and stuff, and I'm still a musicologist because I like researching music and writing about music. So yeah. Okay. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Time to continue with this thing that I'm doing. So, okay. I need a counter melody, kind of, or like a parallel melody, not a counter melody, parallel melody, or like maybe not parallel melody, like a parallel melody accompaniment in third parallels, or maybe 6 parallels. I think there was a new Shostakovich piece that was discovered relatively recently. Yeah, that stuff's really cool, like discovering music. I think finding things like that would be awesome. Yeah, I agree. Though I have to admit, older music doesn't interest me as much. Though I guess Shostakovich, he's like romantic era composer, right? Let me Google that real quick. Shostakovich. 1906. Oh, it's actually ooh, like when I think of Shostakovich, I always think like that he was like he made like he lived really like way earlier, like in the 1800s, but he was born in the 1900s actually. Well, today I learned. But didn't he make like more like late romantic pieces? What did he do? Like what was his style? She doesn't really say here much about his style. Like I always thought that his music sounded like more, or like the piece that I have heard reminds me more of romantic music. Oh yeah, he did do futurism, eternality, and symbolism, but went his own way. Okay. But yeah, for some reason I always thought of the Romantic era when I thought of Shostakovich, for some reason. But yeah, finding stuff like that, like old compositions that haven't been uncovered before, especially by like known composers, it's pretty cool. Stalin cracked down on him and forced him to compose in that kind of romantic style. Ah, I see. So that's why. It's kind of a bummer that he was forced to. Okay. Let's see. This one doesn't sound quite right yet. Maybe it is in it is an F major 7 chord below it, technically. Yeah, that works. Yeah, nice. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy this and then copy this. It's all over the place. Had modernist early and late pieces, symphony in the style of Haydn, etc. I think that's pretty cool, since I don't know, I myself don't like keeping to just one style myself as well. Though I like to believe he still enjoyed making romantic pieces. After all, he dedicated one to his son. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like, you wouldn't dedicate a piece to your son that you wouldn't enjoy making, I'd imagine. Let's see. Okay, we're almost there. I think we have been streaming for how long? 1.5 hours, so I'm just gonna finish up the ending. Not gonna have an original part in there after all. Because of time constraints, I'm just gonna finish up the ending, do the mixing, oops, and then we're done. Oh, hey, turns. Let me start this again. What's up? I think it needs like to end with a thing. Fire Emblem Three Houses. Yeah, I know. I am actually spoiler. No, I'm gonna give a spoiler-free description. I'm currently at the part right when it gets revealed who the bad guy really is. And my mind was kind of blown. I mean, it was kind of a bit weird. It was like, hey, I'm the bad guy. Oh, you're the bad guy. That was it. So the reveal was a bit weird, kind of. I mean, Fire Emblem wasn't really Fire Emblem's strong suit. Was never story. But I think in this part it's pretty nice. But yeah, the twist. I mean, the twist itself was pretty cool. And after that, there was a scene which kind of made it more of a like, which clarified it a bit more, or rather, it let me look up that word. Solidified, I guess. Where it solidifies, hardens, consolidates. Well, it solidifies the twist, but like right at the twist part, it's like so random. Like, yeah, I'm I'm the bad guy. What? I think it's kind of weird that like you see the villains like once you see the villains and they're like, hey, I'm the villain, and then like right in the like shortly after they die, or you're like, I don't know, there's this guy, you see him once, then never again until the next time where he dies. I don't know, maybe it's different in the other routes. I'm currently playing the Golden Deer route, the Cloud one. Okay. The one before, you mean the one with the E? This one? It sounds more final, I guess. It does kind of have Lavender Town vibes. Without the last note. Really? I don't know. Yeah, it does work. By the way, Terrence programs, if you're still there, I recommend playing. Actually, have you already played Irisu Syndrome? But yeah, this is a, as the title says, an 8-bit arrangement of one track from Irisu Syndrome. Can recommend that game. It's a PC game though, not a Switch game. But it's pretty cool. So I'm not really content with the melody thing here yet. Oops. Okay, Alfred Pro's comment just got flagged. Okay, let me approve it real quick. I have no idea why it got flagged, probably because of the underscores. Check it out after the stream. Can definitely recommend. And after you're done with that game, you can play this game by Alfred Pros, which is a Irisu Syndrome fan game. So yeah, gotta do first play Irisu Syndrome and then play Usagi Syndrome. There you go. By the way, Drun's programs, if you're still there, this game here that I'm currently arranging this this theme for was actually played by Mandy Badass Hero. Let me pull him up real quick. There it is. He played Usagi Syndrome. So yeah. Alfred is famous. Okay, actually let me, like I was like, I'm gonna write a counter melody. That was like, nah, no counter melody. I'm just gonna do like parallel melody thingies, parallel notes. And now I'm like, I'm gonna do a parallel melody after all, or like a counter melody. Maybe like broken chords. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I like that one. Alfred, I got this. Making you the best 8-bit remix of Zero Communication that you've ever seen. Oops. Or rather, that you've ever heard, not seen. I mean, well, technically you are seeing it right now, but you know what I mean. Okay. Okay, now I just need the outro. Okay. Crochet accompaniments. Let me Google crochet accompaniments. Or maybe actually the translator might have it. Like, you know what crochet is, but not what a crochet accompaniment is. Or crochet. Well, I suddenly get Humaniki vibes, because Humaniki is the best game ever. So I have to hide a bit of Humaniki in everything I make. Holy arpeggio. Crochet is British for a quarter note. It's a note played for 1/4 of the duration of a whole note. Okay. Well, today I learned. Isn't this a quarter note? Ah, no, it's a eighth note accompaniment. Oh, I don't know Humaniki yet. Well, you're in for a treat. Let me hold you a presentation about Humaniki and why you need to play it. It's actually got Humaniki wiki. So, this is Humaniki. And you need to play it one day. I don't know, you don't need to, but I can recommend it, definitely. So, I mean, I might as well tell you a bit about it so you know if it's something for you or not. I think Humaniki is mostly for people who likes, in my opinion, either exploration and or surrealistic art, surrealist art, which I like both. So it's the perfect game for me. Miraniki versus Humaniki. I actually only heard about Miraniki because of Humaniki, so there's some correlation between them because of the Niki part. But technically they don't have that much in common. Though I did enjoy Miraniki as well. So it's a Japanese game made by Kikiyama, though it did receive an English official release, and it has fan translations. Like the official release you can get on Steam for free with a bug fix even. And yeah, you can download the normal English game over here on Humaniki Wiki, and the Japanese version, and the older versions, which actually have been found. Have you finished Humaniki yet? Yep, I have. Well, not the 10A version, though I don't think they changed that much. It was like a bug fix, maybe. Nothing else. But yeah, I did finish the original Humaniki. Oh, there's bug fix patch. Okay. So yeah, though I do still need to play through Yume Nikki, though I don't think it's finished yet. It's still getting updates. I definitely need to finish Dot Flow because this one did receive a like kind of definitive update. Okay, let me actually. I'm all over the place. Yume Nikki. So yeah, the developer themselves is kind of a mystery. But yeah, it was made in the RPG Maker 2000, and the point is pretty much exploring locations. Like you wake up in this room, or like you are in this room, and yeah, Ubor is from Yume Nikki. It's awesome. Like it's one of the most well-known Yume Nikki things. And you can't go outside. Like she will shake her head if you try to go outside. Like there are theories about why she wants to go outside, doesn't want to go outside rather. Like I guess one of the main parts of this game is making theories about what all of this means. And Eve is definitely awesome as well. I agree. Like you go to sleep, that's the only thing you can do, and you end up in the dream world. The Nexus, or rather in the dream version of your room, and then you can exit the room into the Nexus. Like if you exit your room in the dream world, you can actually leave, and you end up here where you can see all of these doors that lead to different worlds that are interconnected. Let me see, is there a map? There, list of locations, like you can see how they are interconnected. Like you can go into this door and end up somewhere where you would get to if you walked into this door. So, and the locations are pretty surreal. Like, let's take, how about the eyeball word? Like some of these are a bit more creepy, like the eyeball ward where you can see eyeballs, hands coming out of the ground like plants, some blood, or like colorful words like the neon world. Some pretty atmospheric words like the train car, which is just one train car. I actually really like Witches Island because it has the witches. There you go. Faceless witches. So yeah, you pretty much just gather effects which give you different appearances and allow you to sometimes access different words, sometimes to just do things that look cool, or maybe allow you to see some things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to see. And some are mostly useless. And my throat is dying because I'm not used to speaking that much. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's Mars too. Let me see. Mars. Yeah, you can see Mars through which you can, like, you need to use the cat effect. No, it can make UFOs appear. And you can meet Masada Sensei in his spaceship. There we go. So it's pretty much about seeing things, seeing like surreal or exploring surreal places and words. What about the music in the game? The music is ambient music, pretty much, meaning that it's pretty far in the background, and it's pretty much loops that are just a few seconds long, like Suki's room. Like there are some melodic pieces like the save theme. It's just 15 seconds long and then it loops again. There are like pieces that are just a few seconds long. So here's a background piece. It says that it's 1 minute long, but theoretically it's like just a few seconds long, like it was extended for this. Or let me actually get the dark word theme. This one's pretty cool too. It's really atmospheric. I remember playing this game like always at night pretty much. It would be really, really awesome atmosphere. So it is really fitting to like dreams, pretty much, the music in my opinion. Anything else I need to say about this? Guess that there are a lot of... Actually, now that you've mentioned the save theme anyways, I actually made a arrangement of the diary theme. Let me see if I can dig it up. One day I'm gonna find it. I got this. Give me a second. There it is. How am I gonna do this? I guess there we go. Okay, there it is. There you go. That. Okay. Brought my YouTube crash and I come back to what sounds like the bass in the room with the DOS in E-plot. Yeah, or Eve. As I found the title of the game I was looking for, Strawberry Cubes. That sounds familiar. Can imagine Tim blowing his flute thing. What flute thing? Do you mean like the Suling or whatever it's called? Wait, that's a person. Well, anyhow, Strawberry Cubes. Oh, I think I remember that one. Yeah, Strawberry Cubes. That one's awesome. Like you pretty much have to just try different buttons. Like you have buttons that do random stuff if you press them. like here. You can press around the button to like spawn a thing. And it's really confusing and trippy. Yeah, okay, last thing I wanted to say about Yuminiki before I finish my TED talk. There are a lot of fan games. Like over here, these are the like most well-known fan games. There are way more. Like there's a whole wiki for them. But Yuminiki and .flow are the main ones. .flow is pretty much finished, and Yuminiki is one of the biggest, most accurate, or like it's a direct upgrade from Yuminiki in my opinion. Let me go to the wiki. They have their own wiki, by the way. So yeah, like they have multiple endings, a lot of characters. It's always getting expanded. Like there's a ton of people working on this. It's not just one person, as it was the case for the original Yuminiki. And yeah, .flow is a more gory version of the original Yuminiki. Like as you can see there, like lots of blood. It's more edgy, pretty much. The stream is just buffering for me. Oof. Patrick is missing all of the Yuminiki action. But yeah, I guess there are some more like LCD DM, me, Yume Graffiti. Never heard of UQ, to be honest. But yeah, those three I'm not too big of a fan of. Like .flow and Yuminiki are definitely some of the best. So if you finish playing Yuminiki, recommend those two. And there's Yuminiki 2D as well. 3D. Like you can explore the worlds in 3D. But it's still a really early version. Like it was made in 2014. It seems like it wasn't updated. Oof. Okay, so he wrote, how do I download this? He's like, dude, we do your dump in Russian. Not a 3D. Wow. Okay, the guy is actually from Russia. Okay, let me actually finish this now. I only need to get the ending in, which is a few bars. Just gotta find my thing. There we go. Oh, almost done. Oops. Nope. There we go. Okay, so this is a thing. Wait, the title of the stream is wrong. Oh, yeah, I forgot an E. Let me edit that real quick. Okay, there we go. It's all fixed now. It might take a while till it actually um, shows it as the correct title. You might have to refresh the page if you wanna see the E. But okay. Okay. I didn't pay attention to the last part, so let me go through that again. True, the ending does sound kind of sudden. Let's see. Or, okay, have another alternative. Extending it by another thing. I think the problem is that the ending is a bit too short. Oops. Okay. So what do you say to this ending, Alfred? Or this loop, kind of? She... Maybe more like this. Okay. How about this ending? Okay. You can make the calls, Alfred, since this is kind of your track. And in the meanwhile, since Patrick mentioned it, I might as well try the legato thing too. But with a fade in. And I have the same thing in the triangle lead. Oops. There we go. Need to get rid of these things. I think there should be a note in the high register to fill in the gap. You mean like around here? Maybe something like this. Okay. Ooh, I like that one. What do you say? Who's wooing here in this chat? Wooing is not allowed. Alright, it's got Alfred's approval. Let me just bash a limiter on this. And or actually, let me just use Omnisphere to get it to the right not Omnisphere, Ozone to get it to the right loudness. So don't need equalizer or dynamics. Oof. So I mainly should see what this did. Not that much. It did lower some of the higher frequencies though. Well, it is a bit high and heavy. Oh, there's an echo already on it. Unless you want me to remove the echo. I think pretty much all instruments have echo on them. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay. So I want to lower the higher frequencies a bit. It is a bit tough. Bit bummed out I missed the start of the stream, but I always enjoy these streams. Thanks fam. But yeah, I know that feeling. I usually don't want to miss streams either. Actually, I don't watch streams, what am I talking about? Echo with delay. I mean, there's delay on it. And echo, like sustain echo. I think I just need to put an equalizer on this. Okay. Get rid of some of the highs. I can get rid of this equalizer. Crunch that bitrate. Let me get my bit crusher. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Actually, sounds pretty interesting. And hi, oh god, I don't know how to pronounce that. G1420R. It is a lovely morning indeed, though it is almost 3 p.m. over here. I still need to eat something. You know what, Alfred? I'm gonna send you... Sure, I have to change the order here. I'm gonna send you a bit crushed version and the normal version. So in case you wanna do something with the bit crushed version, you can. Okay, I think the mastering is pretty much done. So I'm just gonna listen through it again. Almost 11 p.m. Set in America. America. Oof. Like that's gotta be all the way to the west of America, isn't it? Or if it's 11 p.m. Okay. Let me sneeze another time. A second time, or maybe not. Okay. So we're gonna listen through this again. Alfred, you tell me if anything sounds off. If it doesn't, then you got yourself a zero communication 8-bit arrangement. Let me mute my mic for that actually, so I don't have to hear my what's it called? My laptop being loud. Sorry for the computer noises. Ooh, the first video you found me through. Okay. Alright, so messed up the ending a bit there. I think the mix is done. Alright, what do you say, Alfred? Does it get your seal of approval? Okay, there we go. The only thing I'm gonna change is make this slightly quieter. Oh, it got the seal of approval. All right. Okay, in that case, I'm finish up the like converting and stuff. Actually, was it? I guess I'm just gonna call it 0 communication 8-bit. Thanks, Jay. You have fun at work. It's the main theme to that creepypasta-like game. What? Really? Dude, I have no idea why I actually uploaded it. I was like, ooh, I gotta upload them spooky themes because I like these creepypasta games. Toy Maker was an awesome game, in my opinion, or an awesome concept in general. It was Set Satan, which was kind of edgy. It was mostly just edgy. Toy Maker was more genuinely creepy, in my opinion. You actually get it out. Do I even have it still listed on my YouTube channel? Because I actually had totally forgot that I had it uploaded. Toy Maker main theme. There's 97 uploads. Views. Actually, there's a thing that I haven't answered. There's Toy Maker. Okay, enough of that. And with this, we have successfully finished another stream. So yeah, this arrangement was made for Alfred Pros. Again, I'm just gonna plug this again for the game Irisu Syndrome. I'm even here in the credits as one of the testers. And I guess it's the theme I just made will be, or arranged will be, in the next update of this game, I assume. Alright. I guess I have no idea when the next stream will be, to be honest. Oh, actually, I might as well give you a thing here. There. I've written down what I want to make sometime in the future and future streams. Lo-fi hip-hop, of course. Though I have to tune my guitar since I wanted to do it with the guitar. So one day, hard bass I still have to make since I'm currently researching hard bass. I'm also researching artcore, so I gotta make some artcore as well. Some indie folk. Yeah, indie folk for another thing. So yeah, I've been researching that a bit as well. Yeah, I guess you can expect one of those probably in the next stream, or it's not alternative. art style, since might as well plug this. I have made a track. Oops. Modlock the Horned Menace. Art style kind of track. So yeah, that which was made for a game, and we are currently still developing the game. Ooh, actually the three who were in the stream already commented on it. So yeah, we are updating it still probably, and I want to make a new theme for it sometime, like until September probably. Sometime in September. And Artcore is quite the rabbit hole. Like before I actually make the Artcore piece, I'll probably give like a short introduction into what Artcore is and what it maybe isn't, what it might be. One day I'll probably write a paper on Artcore next semester even, if I'm lucky. All right, anyhow. Rip dang that. One day. Alright, so now you know. Check out Irisu Syndrome. And I will see you in the next stream. Like I said, no idea when that will be, but will be on one of those topics that I just showed you. Feel kind of bad because I've been skipping a lot of you, but how dare you? Nah, it's okay. I mean, YouTube isn't really that job-esque for me anyways. It's just, I'm uploading stuff, I get like 100 views. If I upload something that's currently trending, like a new anime opening or a new game track, I get a couple more views. But yeah, it's not that big of a deal anyways. Alright, now finally I'm gonna sign off, get something to eat. And yeah, I'm gonna send you that track in a bit after I'm done eating Alfred. So yeah, see you around. And yeah, Johannes, Yuminiki, Irisu Syndrome and Usagi Syndrome. Alright, see ya.